You must be new in town. Let me show you around the neighborhood. We got the post office, the park. Oh, this here's my house. Let me let you in. Don't be shy. Oh, please, after you. There you go. Like my new camera? I just know these black and white photos of trash cans are going to be in a museum someday. Or at least the personal collection of a trash enthusiast. Anyway, come on in. If you're new to the show, every week I take real listener questions down into the sub-basement of imagination, where I get a little help answering them from my neighbors. And speaking of neighbors...
Hey, Mr. T, it's me, Stooley from down the street. My dad was gonna drop me off at the pool today, but he got real sick.
He's not just pretending?
I don't think so. See, I started to break the 5-second rule.
Oh, Stooley, let this be a lesson to you not to eat food off the floor.
I told him to just microwave a new pizza pocket, but he worked so hard to find the one that fell.
Sounds like I need to teach the world a thing or two about edibles. Let's head down into the sub-basement of imagination and saute up a food special. I'll see you on the other side.
We're waiting. All right, I'll give
Just hold
myself
on.
an intro.
Hold on here.
All right, it's the man with the curly hair, the curly penis. The
That's
man
pretty
who
good.
Loves you so...
Where the carpet
just not
matches
food related.
the drapes.
Yep.
Eddie, would you like to do your own intro?
No, I don't have my own. I'm just Eddie.
All right, hey. You heard the intros. It's trying something a little different this time, letting them do their own intros. But you heard me. It's our food episode, and the first person to guess based on our bingo board, because like always, we've got real listener questions under a bingo board of sorts, 9 images corresponding to each question. The first person who gets to pick an image is James. So why don't you tell us what you want to pick?
I'll pick the Cheeto, and I'll tell you why. Because today, Tim, I saw an advertisement for Cheetos-inspired macaroni and cheese.
Mmm.
Lots of these
Yeah.
fusion foods, fusion junk foods. You've got the Dorito taco.
Dog, but it's like box top mac and cheese, but it's just Cheeto inspired, and they have regular flavor. They have the cheddar jalapeno, and then they have flamin' hot. And I unfortunately am going to buy probably all 3,
Yeah, we'll review them.
and I'll tell you why, Tim. Because I have no concern or care for my bowels.
You've demonstrated that time and time again.
All over.
Yeah, that's why I'm banned from the studio.
That COVID kind of worked out good for us in that way.
Yeah. Tim says it was COVID, but it was really because he was racking up in plumbing bills.
But all right, your topic is Cheetos. The question is, Cheeto fingers or Cheeto chopsticks? Seems pretty simple.
What do you mean, like, to avoid getting Cheeto dust?
Yeah, well, what do you prefer? Are you all about the Cheeto fingers, or are you one of those Cheetos chopstick guys?
Oh, yeah, fuck, dude. I barely passed high school, like, with a diploma. So I'll be the first person to tell you that you probably shouldn't put chopsticks in my hand.
I bet you can handle it. Come on, you live in San Francisco.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Tim. I live in a part of San Francisco that has not been like drenched with like fusion restaurants, or like just like your run of the mill like San Francisco nowadays has like a bunch of like a bunch of like different Asian restaurants, which is cool, but like I don't live in a neighborhood that has that many. Maybe Chinese joints, but there you could opt out to use a fork. You know, like I don't have high-end restaurants is what I'm trying to say. It's usually just like junk food, Mexican food, or just like your quote-unquote Chinese restaurant.
It's not really the high-end places with a little sign in the window that says, yes, we have forks.
And high-end places I've been to, I've been to like a high-end restaurant where they did not have forks. And like I've done the same thing with, I went to this Japanese restaurant where there weren't any forks. Oh my gosh, dude, and there was this Vietnamese restaurant and where I got pho from on 19th Avenue. They didn't have forks either, and that was the worst one, Tim.
Well, if it's pho, did you get a big spoon?
It got me fed up. I did.
Very good.
I did, but you can't just use a spoon for pho. You gotta spoon. Can't just
It'll slide off.
With that. Exactly. That's why I just started eating with my hands. And that's when they realized that they can't take me to restaurants.
Those poor people.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, some lessons you just gotta learn the hard way.
So I guess by default, your answer, Cheeto fingers.
Yes, because I am too stupid to know how to eat with chopsticks.
And Eddie, do you want to weigh in?
I second that.
All right, hey, 2 out of 2. Well, I think I trust this sample to basically represent the right answers. So no more chopsticks, people. Come on. All right, Eddie, you get to pick an image.
Ooh, let's see. How about Guy Fieri?
Guy.
That's my boy.
All right, this one.
In high school, James.
Yeah.
Oh, frosted tips?
Yeah, but not just on my head.
All right. Your question is, the topic is dives. In the Venn diagram of diners, drive-thrus, and dives, what, if anything, exists in the center? Got to imagine a convergence there. Some diners are drive-thrus. Some drive-thrus are dives. There's some diners are dives, but at some point, are they going to converge until they're all one super entity? And what will we call that? The diner drive-thru / dive. Does Guy Fieri operate the convergence?
I would assume so. I would assume he would be the one that has to go to all these places and decide, okay, you're all three.
And then he buys it.
And I feel like at that point it's the end of his career because he finally saw it all.
Oh, that'll be the series finale.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you get the trophy, you get the golden pig. Or wait, no, golden goose.
Tears begin running down his cheek.
Yeah, no, for him is the golden pig. Because he's loved pulled pork.
Golden goatee.
Hey. Yeah. So the question is, how would they be related? Dives, diners, drive-thrus?
Well, what exists at the center? And will that Venn diagram converge? Will they all eventually...
Oh, what exists at the center?
Yeah. Is there anything that's all three?
Service and shitty food.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a good answer, too. I mean, unless you're a celebrity host, I'm sure they treat them nice.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it. I think Ellen DeGeneres' career is ruined because of her outlook towards people that she sees are below her. I feel like Guy Fieri is probably not as bad, but I mean, dude's got a bunch of money. He probably doesn't think that peasants are above him. Like peasants at like diners or drive-thrus or fucking whatever dives.
Yeah. And you gotta feel bad for the restaurant. He comes in, he sort of puts his hands up like someone in a procedural, like numbers. He does the calculations and says, yes, this is a dive.
Exactly.
And he picks and chooses who sits there.
Decree this eatery is a dive.
And thus suitable for my program.
Exactly. That's every episode before the cameras start rolling.
Right. Food show hosts, though, probably abusive between takes.
Yeah.
Purging all the time. Well, not Guy, but...
I think Guy is just Ellen DeGeneres and in drag.
Yeah, reverse drag. Well, it's still drag, but the opposite of what you'd expect. Well, good for Ellen.
Exactly.
All right, James, you want to pick an image?
I'll pick Mr. Hannibal. Oh, I'll pick Mr. I can't do Jodie Foster. I'll do Hannibal.
Mr. Lecter? Quid pro quo, Dr. Lecter.
Dr. Lecter.
Your topic.
This doesn't seem like this is shootable for the podcast, Dr. Lecter.
Not shootable?
Not shootable. We love you, Jodie. We're just poking fun.
Just having fun. You know she's a big fan.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jodie Foster is probably one of our biggest supporters.
And your
Someone
question?
Call us her army.
Jodie's army?
Jodie Foster's army. JFA for short. But yeah.
Children of the Revolution for long. Your topic is cannibalism. Your question is, in this day and age, what are the likeliest cannibalism scenarios? I know you're a fan of the Green Inferno, but what do you think could go wrong, or go right, to the point where we're eating each other? I think he's muted himself, so something might... Eddie, do you want to field this one?
Wait, what'd you say?
Wait, what happened?
In this day and age, what are the likeliest cannibalism scenarios?
Oh, there was something that happened recently. Actually, I heard about it on someone's podcast, probably like JRE, something like that. But this dude...
Because who needs college when you have JRE?
Ooh. No, there's some like missionary showed up to like
I do like missionary.
some missionary showed up to, I think it was New Guinea, if I'm not mistaken, and went to this tribe that was like known for not having too much contact with people, and he showed up with a bunch of Bibles, and they're just like,
oh, that was
well, the Bibles aren't edible.
I think I heard of it. Where wasn't it like an island?
Yeah.
And then when they were getting close, they started firing arrows at them.
No, I think he had already showed up to like offer Bibles to them, and they ate him because they're just like, what are we going to do with these Bibles?
So, like the Green Inferno is what you're saying.
Yeah. But do you think, is the question more implied to like, what scenarios of cannibalism would like happen in the Western world? Like,
oh no, I mean
in the U.S.
Perfectly good answer. But in general, just in this day and age, what do you think about the Western world, though? I mean, serial killers, obviously.
Yeah, I think probably I could see a group of like college kids showing up to Jeff Bezos' house and eating him.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck you and your wealth, bro.
I'll eat the rich.
Yeah, exactly. And like I get it, but it's probably a little much. I think a taxation could work just as well.
Oh, don't eat the rich. Tax them.
Yeah, I mean, it's out of me personally. It's out of my hands. Like I can't tell you to not eat the rich.
And why not both? A little eating of the rich, a little taxing of the rich.
Exactly.
All right, I think we wrapped that one up. Eddie, you want to pick an image?
Yeah, let me get Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal. Now that's an image from Hot Ones.
Right? Wow.
That's right. Famous GIF material, from what I've been told. The topic is spiciness. Question is, has a waiter ever assumed your spicy level based on race?
Let's see. No.
And just to be clear, for the audience at home, what is your race?
German.
Native.
So no waiter?
German.
Yeah.
German. So no waiters ever?
I am native Californian.
You were here first.
My peoples were here first, yes.
Because I think, for me...
For those out there, then.
What was that? I think you walked away from the mic.
Sorry, I said for those out there, it's Mexican-American.
And no one's ever assumed that, you can, to use the parlance of volcano curry, no one's ever assumed that you can handle triple volcano by default?
I originally said no, but then I realized if I walk into a Mexican restaurant or Latin restaurant, they automatically give me either a side of jalapenos or some salsa or something, as opposed to like going to another restaurant, like, for instance, a Thai restaurant, no. Or Japanese restaurant, or no. Yeah. So I guess it's like a half yes?
A little bit of profiling. That's my theory.
Bit. Yeah, a little profiling based off my people, yeah.
And James, what about your people?
Well, there's a few. I've got a couple more backgrounds than Eddie. I got a few places to bounce back from, and I'll tell you, Tim, if I walk into an Irish restaurant, I would be surprised if they had any spicy food to offer.
Yeah, I was going to say, not known for that particular taste.
Soul food restaurants, they usually get two. I've only been to a couple in my day, and they're not. The spiciness isn't crazy, it doesn't get like crazy hot. I guess neither. Same with like Puerto Rican restaurants, like the first Puerto Rican place I went to was in Chicago, and I got salsa from there, and it was very different than what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be like similar to pico de gallo, but it was way more fruity. Because I'll tell you, Tim, on the Caribbean, jalapenos and tomatoes don't grow out as frequently as they do in like the desert.
Oh, so we get all of our jalapenos from Mexico itself, or?
No. I mean, you could get jalapenos from like California. They
Texas,
usually
Arizona.
Yes.
Jalapeno
which
country.
used to be part of Mexico.
Yeah, which we named all states. All those states we named used to be part of Mexico. So I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess you were right, Tim.
Yeah.
In a way, in my way.
But I have been biased against going into an Indian restaurant for sure. They're just like, this white boy is not going to be able to handle the spice.
Are you sure,
you know
or
what?
they're just not concerned over they're more worried about your anus? They're like, I know you want it, but I don't think you can handle it.
I was gonna say though, but you know what? They were right.
Well, then profiling, not all that bad. So I guess we answered that question.
I wouldn't go that far, but all right.
Now I think it's James's turn. You want to pick an image?
Yeah, I'll pick my boy. Man, I forget his name, but he was a famous hot dog eater. Like this, like from the early 2000s.
Yao
Yeah, I
Ming.
don't know his name either.
You don't know his name?
Hey, I just do a Google image search. I probably just looked
Isn't
up.
it, isn't it like Chris Fugiyama or something like that?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the guy was Japanese.
Yeah, but wasn't he also
Uh,
like a figure skater
I don't
at
know.
one point, and then went to competitive eating? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting them confused.
um, there was a woo, I Kobayashi.
Like Kobayashi.
His full name is Takeru Kobayashi.
Yep, you got it. You got there before I did, but I can confirm that's the man in the photo.
Yeah, dude, he's like a world famous hot dog eater. I remember that from like that was pretty famous when we were kids.
Oh yeah,
Was that ESPN?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah, ESPN had a lot of
In their early years, they had a lot of like.
they covered a lot of just competitive stuff. Which is funny. Do you remember ESPN Poker?
Vaguely. I remember
They still have
World
it.
Series celebrity poker. I don't know, like fucking
Jennifer
Jason
Tilly was
Alexander.
on it.
Yeah, she's a big fan. Big fan.
Yeah, big poker fan with a big loving heart.
Two big loving hearts.
Yeah. uh
More like Jennifer Tetes.
Of course, as usual, I don't condone anything that my guests say that might alienate 51% of the listening public, but your topic
It's
is
a compliment.
competitive. That's true.
Yeah, dude, she's like in her 60s and she's
Yeah,
still banging.
I'll bang that. Sorry, sorry. That was not me talking. That was Ramon.
Yeah, that was sorry. Um, but yeah, I'll take Kobayashi for 200.
Topic is competitive eating. And your question is, do you think people get hungry watching a person cram hot dogs down their throat? What's the concession situation?
Hungry or horny? I guess depending on
Well, how much you like hot dogs?
Yeah, or how much you like competitive eating. There's there's always a kink for it, especially now in the 21st century.
Very true. Concessions, though, do you think there is a hot dog guy just walking through the stands, you know? The classic, get your hot dogs here kind of guy?
I'll tell you this much for sure. I got hungry once. Do you remember the TV show Punk'd?
I remember the TV show Punk'd.
With
There was
Jimmy Kennedy.
No. This is when Ashton was still on it. Wait, was Kennedy first or was it Ashton first? I want to say it was
Kennedy
Ashton,
was
right?
first. No, Kennedy
Okay,
was first. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That Kennedy was pissed off. He was trying to sue, but
Oh. Maybe it was when I don't. I want to say it was Ashton Kutcher when he was hosting, and he was punking Elaine from Seinfeld. And
Well, there's a combo.
They had her hosting a Philly cheesesteak eating contest. And the prank was there was a guy in it who was clearly cheating. Like he was just like not eating. He would like just be like throwing the food away and just like putting his like sandwiches on other plates.
Stage eating. It's when you like, you just, or like Cookie Monster does, you just sort of rattle the food around your face and throw it everywhere.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember watching that Philly cheesesteak eating contest, and I was like, man, I could do that. Like, for real.
See, I felt that way.
I'm glad Elaine bounced back, though.
Yeah. I'm glad she didn't drop the N-bomb like her co-star.
Every day, I'm glad Elaine didn't drop the N-bomb. Think we may have lost Eddie, but I guess we just don't know what the concession situation is. I'm sure the spectators are eating, because they got to be getting hungry watching these guys eat.
Yeah, I mean, I get a little hungry every time I watch you eat, Tim.
Well, all right, I might have to file a HR thing there.
HR.
Luckily, I am HR.
Hey, you can't come.
I mean, he's looking forward to that office visit.
You can't call HR when we're not at work.
It's true. You found a loophole.
That's the loophole.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. If I'm watching you eat from your house, Tim, you can't call HR.
Just have to go straight to the cops, and what are they going to do? Scold you?
Exactly.
I already
am the
defunded
cops.
them.
I already defunded them. Oh gosh. I love it.
I think Eddie gets to pick.
Is it me now or?
I think James picked Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's me?
It's you.
Ah, it's me. If that's the case, then please give me Sashimi Magikarp.
Center square, sashimi, Magikarp. The question,
What the
your topic
fuck
is
is
Pokemon.
Oh.
It's Magikarp, but he's been chopped up so that Ash and Brock can eat him.
That's messed up.
Well, the question is, what do you imagine is the tastiest Pokemon? And may I just add, props to whatever teenager came up with this joke that I did not come up with. I didn't even get to rip it off. But you can find plenty of memes about if you eat Bulbasaur, is that meat or vegetables? And I just think we should tip our hat, give a little clap to that joke. I think it's very good.
Now, are you clapping with your hands or with...
Well, this isn't going out live, so you'll never know. On video, I mean.
Ooh,
That's for
geez.
you. The fans to think.
The
Tastiest Pokemon.
is that including newer generations?
Oh yeah, any Pokemon.
Well, I know in the newest generation, there's literally a Pokemon that is in shape of a cake.
All right, they're making it easy. I did not know that.
Yeah. I forgot what it was
Cake-shaped
called.
Pokemon.
And it comes in different flavors.
God damn this Pokemon. The Pokemon Company / Game Freak.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because before that, I would have said out of the original 150, I would say probably either a Krabby or a Kingler. Out of the original 50. Otherwise, if I got to go beef, I'll go with a Tauros. I don't know. Like there's
Plenty of seafood options.
Plenty of seafood. But maybe not a Tauros because that meat might be tough.
Yeah.
Miltank.
Miltank, that's true. But I'm talking about the original 50 though.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, the newer generations literally make it easy. Like they want you to eat the Pokemon.
That's a good tagline.
Mm-hmm. Either eat it or fuck it. One of the two.
Yeah, I mean, or both.
You've seen the shrine.
Got it.
The shrine to Gardevoir in my closet.
I don't think James knows which Pokemon that is.
Yeah, guys. I didn't grow up on Pokemon.
Sorry.
I'll eat that little box one.
Right.
Well, Vulpix.
Which one?
Vulpix, or did you say Fox or Box?
Or box, yeah.
Fox.
The box.
Still kind of hard to tell.
Fox. Fox.
Okay,
Wait,
so I
eat it
think
in
you
what
mean
way?
Vulpix.
James, eat it in what way?
I'd kill it and eat it. Like I'd
Oh,
kill.
I
I'd
thought
kill
you
like a
meant eat it
bow.
as in like what you thought what food was
Oh no,
in the beginning.
no, 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 no,
No.
no,
Are you
no, no.
sure?
Yes, 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 yes. Not in the original Pokemon. Come on.
Because Vulpix is a young one. I get it if it's Ninetales.
Uh, or I'll eat uh. Okay, if I'm having something, because I'm assuming that tastes like rabbit, and I've eaten rabbit before, and rabbit doesn't taste
What,
bad.
fox?
Yeah, the the fox looking Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll go with Snorlax.
Ah, now that's pretty smart, you know? He can feed a family.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's
Did you say
my
he has no family? That's the reason why you would eat him, James? Because he has no family?
No. It's because Tim said because he could feed a family. And I'm thinking he's probably super fatty and delicious.
Exactly. Like pork belly.
Yes, Tim.
Why not Farfetch? That would be more like a duck, wouldn't it?
And he
Yeah, but
comes
I
with
don't
a
really
leek.
like duck.
He comes with seasoning.
Yeah, he comes with a long green onion.
Which one?
Is it a green onion?
Farfetch the duck.
A green onion?
Yeah, he carries it around like a stick to hit people.
Here's my question. Why did Pikachu never evolve? Isn't there like an evolved version of Pikachu?
Yeah,
I think there is a canon answer. Because he doesn't want the Thunderstone. He wants to stay Pikachu.
Wasn't that like in the, what was it, the 4th or 10th episode?
Something like that. Oh yeah, first it's because he knows he can beat the Lieutenant Surge's Raichu without evolving, and it's sort of a point of pride.
Yeah, it's actually a very like deep episode because it even though it's an early episode, but it shows a lot of resolve and a lot of faith that Ash has with Pikachu. You know what I mean? Like, granted, if you're able to take down a Onix,
Which shouldn't be able to, because it's part ground, but...
Yeah. But due to the training.
But those riders need a,
For in all honesty, for a kid's show, it did show a lot of like heart, a lot of like in-depth stuff that you as a kid didn't trip about till like later in your years. You're like, damn.
You're like, damn, this was about like dogfighting.
Yeah, literally.
Oh yeah.
And people being okay with it.
But all right, tastiest Pokemon, I think we gave a few satisfying answers.
Now I want to eat a Pokemon, Tim.
Yeah, he wants to eat out of Vulpix.
Whoa, that's for the other podcast, Eddie.
Sorry, for the furry episode.
Yes.
All right, James, you gotta pick an image.
I'll do Clinton and pizza.
Clinton and pizza, hey, that can only mean one thing. Your topic is Pizzagate. Now, of course, who is familiar at all with Pizzagate?
Oh, I've got somewhat of a inkling.
A hazy idea?
Yeah. Rich liberals having a a ring of like sex slaves, if you will, that are particularly on the younger side.
And of course, it's run out of a pizza parlor.
Yes, in like DC, right?
Yes. So the question is, does your favorite pizza place have a child dungeon? How do you know for sure?
Oh.
I would say if you consider the dungeon like being out in the open, then yes.
Oh, do they have it's just an open air child dungeon?
Pretty much. That's what Jungle to Jungle had.
I need to look this up. Jungle to Jungle, like the Tim Allen movie?
Similar, but no.
Jungle to Jungle Pizza?
This establishment no longer exists.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
But
the
I
one
believe
that
you.
used to be right above Bed Bath and Beyond on like what was it, 8th or 11th?
Jungle to Jungle Pizza SF. So this is really the precursor.
Mm-hmm. It was, I would say, the straight competitor, at least that I knew
Wait,
of
sorry, I didn't hear anything you guys said. I cut out for a bit there.
Eddie's favorite pizza place was Jungle to Jungle Pizza, and he says it had an open air child dungeon.
Oh,
It looks like it's not open anymore, which, seems like a good thing if it had a child dungeon, but
the greatest time
now, now okay, this is not a pizza place, but when I was a kid, me and my friends and like my cousins, we would go to Eddie. You remember the McDonald's on Third and like Palou,
Yeah,
like right? You know how they had the big
yeah,
ass kids area?
yeah.
It's so funny. It's like smack dab in the hood. And, yeah. We I remember I used to go there quite a bit. And they had like a big old jungle gym, and but when you have when you just fill it with like a bunch of boys, they automatically turn it violent.
Show their wieners.
Yeah.
It's like, let's measure it up.
And it turned into something violent real quick. Just like, oh, good times.
Oh wow!
we can't
Can't
prove
find it anywhere.
evidence
what's
of Jungle to
crazy?
Jungle.
Yeah, domain not claimed. Yeah, like the one that, yeah, because they went out of business a long time ago, like a few years back.
I guess that ring of politicians, are covering it up. I mean, there's no other explanation.
Oh, that's sad. I can't even like look it up. Like my old. Oh, no, I'm sad.
It's sad when a pizza place closes down.
I mean, no, like there
Um,
was a reason why it closed down. Like too many kids were getting hurt because there was the staff were all like teenagers. There was no real adults like working wise,
Hell
except
yeah,
for the
dude!
cook
Lord
and
of
the
the
back
Flies,
and they
that
didn't give a
shit.
shit. Yeah, and basically, yeah, kids were. It was basically a place where parents can just leave their kids and go. And if
Yeah,
they
dude.
decide to come back, they come back. If they don't, well, you're part of the jungle now.
We would get a little Mad Maxie in the in the jungle gym at McDonald's. Some like Thunderdome shit. 2 kids enter, 1 kid leaves. And what I thought was funny? It was like there was a few McDonald's that were like in sketchy areas that I had like kids playgrounds. Like the one on Bayshore also had one, and then I'm pretty sure the one near City College used to have one too.
Who thought those were a good idea?
I don't know, man, but I had a lot of fun memories from them.
Maybe McDonald's just didn't have a legal team. Or they knew they had a great legal team, and they knew they could, they were safe.
I don't think they exist though anymore. Like I've been to the McDonald's on City College a couple times since then. That one doesn't have a jungle gym anymore. I haven't been to one on 3rd Street in hella long, so I don't know what that one's like. But I'm pretty sure the one on Bayshore also got rid of theirs.
Oh, the play area?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think it's still there.
the one on Bayshore.
Yeah, they just obviously because of COVID, they don't that, and I don't think there's any more like families that are actually stopping and staying in there.
Yeah, because Bayshore is such a weird place. It's like no one's, no one, no average person just stops there for something. Like would go there to like play music because I knew someone who had a studio out there, and then my mom is a school bus driver, and so her like job is around there. But like it's not a place that just like people just randomly stop by to hang out at. You know? Maybe nowadays. Everything in the city's changing.
For the better.
Yeah. That's give or take.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Debootable.
Debootable.
As we say.
In my booty bowl.
In James's booty.
Yep. That's what I say.
Well, I think Eddie's got to pick an image, right? Yeah, it's Eddie's turn.
All right. Then let's see what's up with that turkey.
Well, now, do either of you know what that's from?
Chicken head?
It's a small image.
I know what a chicken head is.
Oh, Friends.
It is from Friends. You caught me.
Of course. You always have to add some sort of Friends reference.
Well, you know, people say I'm the cool, the good-looking David Schwimmer.
Is James the Joey?
Yeah, you know what, James? You get to be Joey.
Nice.
I thought you were calling someone a chicken head, which I would give you $20 if you tell me right now, Tim, if you know what the meaning of a chicken head is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll bet James is $20.
And you have to tell me right now. You cannot look up on the internet what a chicken.
I've got
head
news
is.
for you, my friend. I can look things up very fast.
All right, you have
But no,
3 seconds.
I couldn't have told you, but now I know what it is. It's a term that mocks the motion of the body while performing oral sex on a man, but contains social characteristics and cultural relevance as well, and is frequently heard in popular hip-hop music.
Yeah, or like a girl who likes dick. I mean, it's usually the unformal meaning.
I really should have saved this image then for another type of question.
Yeah, you should have.
Well, it was a turkey anyway.
It's usually a fallacious woman. Is usually what it refers to.
Well, that's a Star Wars character, Fallacious Crumb.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's also a line in the 3-6 Mafia song.
Well, the question is, Thanksgiving. How do I ruin Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh, well,
By being a
Thanksgiving dinner's
chicken head.
already ruined.
Yeah, come on, dog.
There's no Thanksgiving this year.
Oh, pandemic, okay. Well, that's an easy answer, yeah.
Case and point. No, I mean, even if we didn't, the best way is just to, fondle the turkey.
Fondle the food.
Yeah, like
my man from Scary Movie 2.
Movie 2. You gotta really work the glutes, really.
Oh my god!
The stuffing in there.
So I like to baste the turkey with my tongue.
Do
And
all that.
I just put it on in there. Oh wow! I can't make that noise he made when he put his dick in it, but that was such a great scene. Now Tim has never watched the movie Scary Movie 2, so he doesn't know what we're talking about.
I've only seen the Scary Movie scene where they play basketball, like in the commercial.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a Gatorade commercial?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a Nike commercial.
Oh,
You might be right. It might be a Gatorade commercial.
I do remember that commercial though. Oh man, I rewatched I Know What You Did Last Summer, and
Of course you did.
the amount of references, like the amount of times Scary Movie made fun of that movie. The first one, man, I totally it went over my head because I know that they made fun of Scream a lot in that movie, but they made fun of I Know What You Did Last Summer a bunch too.
Well, because they all had like a common theme.
Yeah, and I remember when they all went crazy and they were talking about stuff they hate in movies, and they talked about I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then they were just like and then they brought in the fat white boy with dreadlocks, and I totally forgot that was Jack Black's character. He was in the sequel.
I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Part 2.
Oh, Fart 2.
Yeah, the squeakquel.
Hashtag chipwrecked.
Yep. Well, now we got off topic because
Well, just a little bit off topic.
because we brought up 90s horror flicks.
Which we should make a podcast about that alone.
Oh yeah.
How good
90s
and how,
horror.
cheesy and how bad.
Yep.
Well, maybe for our movie podcast, I've been thinking we each come to the table with some movies and force the other to watch it.
Okay. And we all just dissect it and we just write notes on it.
Yeah.
Like the film critics we are.
We're nothing if not real film critics.
Exactly.
But all right, Thanksgiving. I guess we figured this one out. All right, next question.
Thanksgiving sucks.
Tetes.
There's only one left, and I guess that defaults to James. Do you know which one is left? I guess he muted himself.
Prison food?
Yes.
Sorry,
We've got...
I keep on doing that on accident. I'm sorry.
Final
My
question.
fault.
Topic is not so much prison food, but last meals.
Oh. What
Is the
would be
last
my
meal? Oh, you can... That's a perfectly adequate answer, but hear me out. Is the last meal on death row thing a myth? Do you think you can ask for anything? And do tell what your last meal would be.
I already know. I already know James's last meal. One reason why he got to start off this podcast.
No.
No.
My
Sir?
my actual last meal would be I think it would be a trip to all-you-could-eat buffet.
I see you're attaching some strings to that. I bet they can bring you the buffet, but I don't think they're going to take you to the buffet.
Nah, it's me and like 2 guards and like a couple of cops and we all have
Two
a
of
good
your
time.
favorite guards.
I mean, this sounds like the setup to a Tarantino thing. You know, you're in shackles at a buffet, but you find a way to kill everyone.
No. My agreement is that they get to kill me right then and there as like a dinner in the show for all the people that are also in the buffet.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, I would go to that.
They got the electric chair set up.
A banner, you know, it's been nice knowing you.
I know. I'll just be like, "Hey, kids, like, you might want to close your eyes for this."
This is going to be one for the books.
Your last words. Try the finger sandwiches.
Exactly.
Well, see, here was my thoughts on this. I don't think you can ask for anything because, like, what if you've murdered 27 children? Hypothetically, you've murdered 27 children and your last meal request is a cake with 27 candles on it. Now, do you think you're going to get that?
Yeah. I mean, You might be able to.
Technically, James have murdered more children than that. Granted, they're his own, but but I mean, there's probably clear evidence in his room that he has murdered plenty of children. But that being said, I don't know. I don't think they have enough candles for them.
That's fucked up. And you can't prove anything unless if you have a black light.
True. That is very, very true.
Well, Eddie, what about your last meal?
My last meal will probably be
What?
probably one of my something that my mom would cook.
Get your mom to cook you something? Like,
Like one of my favorite dishes that she makes. But then secretly I tell her, put a gun in it.
Put a gun in it.
Yeah. Make some mole, drench the gun with mole, and be like, oh yeah, this is what I always wanted. Because I ain't going down like that. I'm going down fighting.
You reach in and you say, you really should have a taste.
Yeah. And then
Exactly.
hopefully make my John Wick escape.
I guess that's what we're all hoping for. That when we're on death row, we have a chance for a John Wick style escape.
Mm-hmm. That's all we ask for.
All right. Well, hey, we successfully answered every question.
Nice.
I guess that means we gotta end the show, but if there's anything y'all would like to plug.
I want to plug my friends Eddie and Tim.
Aw, thank you so much.
What kind of plugs?
Butt plug.
Nice.
That's how he gets you.
I know where he was going with it. And I accept it.
I love you all. And Eddie, I hear that you're quitting the podcast because you got a job on the Joe Rogan Experience, and
yeah,
I wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank you. I mean, this is a wonderful stepping stone for me.
Tell Joe.
I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I'll probably forget about you guys, but
yeah,
right.
That's after you drag us through the mud first and totally flame us on Twitter.
Of course. That make sure to take all the subscribers with me. I do my best.
Yeah,
hell of a guest.
Thank you.
I don't regret writing that letter.
One more week. I'm still. Oh, don't worry, Tim. I forged it. I'm still here for one more week, and we'll see.
Well,
but, I'll make sure that bridge is burnt.
Totally burnt.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait out.
Gone.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
All right, bye. Don't worry, I have a feeling Mr. Eddie will come crawling back. This show is like a black hole, you can't really escape it. Anyway, I guess it's time you were on your way. You just listened to Mr. Tim's Neighborhood. Credit where credit is due, most additional audio is from freesound.org with links in the description. Mr. Tim's Neighborhood is a comedy podcast you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and MrTimPod.com. Thanks for stopping by.